good morning student. How is it doing? I hope you are healthy and keep spirit. Okay, now we will learn about Archimedes Law. So, stay tuned to my explanation. Have fun with physics. Let's look this video.
Waktu kecil, kita pasti pernah main di pinggir kolam, terus iseng lempar batu ke dalam air. Waktu batunya tenggelam, kita pun bertanya-tanya, kenapa bisa begitu? Kita mungkin berpikir, mungkin karena batu itu berat. Tapi terus kita lihat kapal yang jauh lebih besar dan jauh lebih berat dan mereka bisa tetap mengapung dan gak tenggelam. Lalu kita penasaran, kenapa itu bisa terjadi?
This question will be answered when you understand the principles of Archimedes Law. The following is the explanation of the meaning of Archimedes Law and examples of settlement problems related to Archimedes Law. Pertanyaan tersebut akan terjawab ketika kamu memahami prinsip hukum Archimedes. Berikut penjelasan mengenai pengertian hukum Archimedes dan contoh soal penyelesaian terkait hukum Archimedes. Do you know who is Archimedes is? What has Archimedes discovered in this time? Tahukah kalian siapa itu Archimedes? Apa yang telah ditemukan Archimedes pada masanya? One day, Archimedes was asked by King Hiram II to investigate whether his gold crown was mixed with silver or not. Archimedes thought about this matter in earnest until he felt very tired and threw himself into the public bath full water. Then he noticed that there was water spilling on the floor and immediately he found the answer. He rose to his feet and ran all the way to the house next. When he got home, he shouted at his wife, "Eureka, Eureka!" which means I found. Then he met Archimedes' law. Through Archimedes' story, we can see that the principle of Archimedes' law is about the lift or buoyancy force on a fluid, liquid or gas, against an object. So with the buoyancy force of a liquid object of different types, due to having a different density, have a different buoyancy force. This is what made Archimedes able to answer questions from the king and prove that the crown of King Hiram II was blinded by a mixture of gold and silver. Archimedes' law reads, hukum Archimedes berbunyi, an object that is partially or completely immersed in a liquid will experience an upward force equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by the object. Artinya, suatu benda yang dicelupkan sebagian atau seluruhnya ke dalam zat cair akan mengalami gaya ke atas yang besarnya sama dengan berat zat cair yang dipindahkan oleh benda tersebut. The amount of buoyancy retrieved is the same as the weight of the water displaced by the object. Weight equally object mass multiply acceleration due to gravity and has the opposite direction of force, downward weight, upward buoyancy. Artinya, besarnya gaya apung yang diterima nilainya sama dengan berat air yang dipindahkan oleh benda tersebut. Berat sama dengan massa benda dikali dengan percepatan gravitasi dan memiliki arah gaya yang bertolak belakang, arah gaya berat ke bawah, arah gaya apung ke atas. If an object weighs less than the weight of the water it displaces, it will float or roll object less than raw water. Artinya, jika benda memiliki berat kurang dari berat air yang dipindahkannya, maka benda tersebut akan mengapung, atau raw benda kurang dari raw air. If an object weighs more than the weight of the water it displaces, it will sink, or raw object more than raw water. Artinya, jika benda memiliki berat lebih dari berat air yang dipindahkannya, maka benda tersebut akan tenggelam, atau raw benda lebih besar dari raw air. And the object will float if its weight is equal to the weight of the water it displaces, object with equal buoyancy, which means that the object's density is equal to the density of water. Artinya, dan benda akan melayang jika beratnya sama dengan berat air yang dipindahkan, atau berat benda sama dengan gaya apung, yang berarti massa jenis benda sama dengan massa jenis air. In accordance with Archimedes' law, the magnitude of the buoyancy, or B, can be calculated by the formula B equal raw water multiply gravitation multiply the volume of water transferred. The amount of buoyancy, or B, can also be directly found using the following formula. B equal mass of water displaced multiply gravitation, or B equal weight of water transferred. For objects that are completely immersed, Archimedes' law can be formulated as follows. Untuk benda yang tercurup seluruhnya, hukum Archimedes dapat diformulasikan sebagai berikut. The weight of the submerged object equal weight of the object minus the weight of the water removed. So, B equal weight of object minus weight of the submerged object. Look at the picture below. When weighed, the object has a mass of 5 kg, then the object is completely immersed in water so as to move 2 kg waters. So the weight of submerged object will change to 50 Newton minus 20 Newton equal 30 Newton. So when an object is immersed in water, the object's mass will become lighter due to the buoyancy force received by the object. From the formula for Archimedes' law, it is known that the density of the object and the density of water is known. The density of the object compared to the density of water is equal to the weight of the object compared to the buoyancy force. The buoyancy force can be broken down into the weight of the object minus the weight of the object submerged in water. Or, it can also be formulated as the density of the object compared to the density of water is equal the volume of water removed compared to the volume of the object. The application of Archimedes' law includes designing ships, offshore buildings, and submarines. In addition to buoyancy, Archimedes' law is also used to determine the density of a solid object and is applied to the hydrostatic stability of ships floating on the surface of the water. This is the example of Archimedes' law problem. Archimedes was ordered to investigate whether the king's crown was made of pure gold. He weighed the crown and the reading shows the crown weight of 8 Newton. The crown is weighed while immersed in water and the reading shows the weight of submerged crown of 7 Newton. What should Archimedes say to the kings? Density in the water is equal to 1000 kilograms per cubic meter. Density of gold is equal to 19,300 kilograms per cubic. This is the solution. The buoyancy force is equal to the weight of the object minus the weight of the object submerged is equal to 8 Newton minus 7 Newtons is equal 1 Newtons. Then, with equation, the density of the object compared to the density of water is equal to the weight of the object compared to the buoyancy force. So that the formula is obtained. The object's density is equal to the object weight times the density of the water divided by the buoyancy force. So that the density of the object is 8,000 kilograms per cubic meter. So, the density of a king's crown was obtained where if the crown was made of pure gold, it should have a density of 19,300 kilograms per cubic meter. Therefore, Archimedes had to tell the king that the crown was not made of pure gold. Okay student, after listening to my video, please join the quizzes to test your skills. That's all my explanation. I hope you enjoy the lesson and understand it. See you on the next video. Have a nice day.